In the history of Nigerian Catholicism, few names provoke so much admiration, controversy, sadness, and reflection as the name Reverend Father Bede Onuoha, a brilliant priest, scholar, composer, and pioneer of Nigerian Catholic worship. A man many believed was destined for greatness inside the church. Yet he became the first known Nigerian Catholic priest to walk away from the Roman Catholic priesthood. But who truly was Father Bede Onuoha? And why does his story still echo through Catholic communities decades later? Bede Onuoha was born on March 4, 1933 in Mbaise in present-day Imo State, Nigeria. He belonged to a generation of early Igbo Catholics raised during the explosive growth of Catholic missionary education in eastern Nigeria. Young Bede was exceptionally intelligent. He attended St. Bridget's Primary School, Ahira, from 1939 to 1945 before continuing his education at the famous College of the Immaculate Conception in Enugu. At a time when very few Nigerians had access to higher education, Bede Onuoha pursued an extraordinary academic journey. He later entered Bede Memorial Seminary in Enugu, one of the most important Catholic seminaries in West Africa. There, he prepared for the priesthood. In 1960, the same year Nigeria gained independence, Bede Onuoha was ordained a Catholic priest for the Diocese of Owerri. But his journey was only beginning. Shortly after ordination, he was sent to Rome to study at the prestigious University of St. Thomas Aquinas. There he earned a PhD by 1963. At a time when many dioceses in Nigeria had very few indigenous priests with advanced theological or academic training, Father Bede Onuoha stood out as part of a new generation of highly educated African Catholic intellectuals. He was brilliant, confident, articulate, and deeply passionate about African identity within Catholicism. Then came one of the greatest transformations in modern Catholic history, the Second Vatican Council. The Council allowed local languages to replace Latin in many parts of the Mass. For millions of Catholics around the world, worship would never be the same again. And in the southeastern part of Nigeria, one priest played a historic role. Reverend Father Bede Onuoha became the first Nigerian priest to translate the Latin Missal into the Igbo language. For the first time, many ordinary Igbo Catholics could hear and fully understand the prayers of the Mass in their own mother tongue. It was revolutionary, it was emotional, and it changed Igbo Catholic worship forever. Father Bede Onuoha did not stop at translation. He also contributed to Catholic music and spirituality. Several hymns still sung in Igbo Catholic churches today are credited to him. One of the most beloved begins with the words, "O nwere ịhụnanya dịka nke ya?" Is there any love greater than this? For many Catholics, they sang his hymns for years without even knowing the man behind them. His voice became part of Igbo Catholic spirituality itself. By 1971, Father Bede Onuoha was serving as parish priest of St. Bridget Catholic Church, Ahera, Mbise. He appeared successful, respected, established, and then something happened. In 1972, after his transfer to Enugu, Father Bede Onuoha made a decision that shocked many Catholics across eastern Nigeria. He left the priesthood. For many Catholics at the time, it was almost unthinkable. A priest leaving active ministry was rare enough, but a respected priest scholar like Father Bede Onuoha, it became one of the most talked about moments in Igbo Catholic history. Over the years, different explanations emerged. Some believed his frustrations may have been connected to tensions within the Diocese of Owerri after the Nigerian Civil War. Following the deportation of Bishop Joseph Whelan by the military government of General Yakubu Gowon, the diocese reportedly experienced difficult internal struggles. Historical accounts and oral narratives suggest that some priests from Mbise felt disappointed after certain episcopal appointments within the diocese. Many of these stories remain unofficial historical opinions rather than confirmed facts. What is certain is that Father Bede Onuoha eventually chose another path. Years later, Father Bede Onuoha would make a statement that deeply moved many Catholics. He said, quote, "I did not leave the priesthood to marry. I married because I left the priesthood." End of quote. And even more striking, he reportedly admitted that he regretted leaving the priesthood. Those words reveal something profoundly human. Beyond the controversy was a man carrying emotional, spiritual, and personal struggles. A reminder that priests are not angels. They are human beings. After leaving active priesthood, Bede Onuoha entered academic life fully. He became a lecturer at the Institute of Management and Technology in Enugu, eventually rising to head of the Department of Cooperative Economics and Management. He authored several books, including Elements of African Socialism, History of the Cooperative Movement in Nigeria. Later in life, he married and built a family with children and grandchildren. Then came yet another remarkable transformation. The former Catholic priest became a traditional ruler. He was crowned as the traditional ruler of Umucheze in Mbise. A priest, a scholar, composer, lecturer, and king. Several lives contain so many chapters. In later years, Eze Dr. Bede Onuoha also became associated with the Nigerian humanist movement, eventually serving as its chairman. For many Catholics, this represented yet another dramatic turn in the life of a man once seen as one of the intellectual hopes of the Church. And yet, even those who disagreed with his later positions could not deny his enormous contributions to Igbo Catholic history. His footprints remain everywhere, in the language of the Mass, in Catholic hymns, in memories, in debates, in history itself. A story of Father Bede Onuoha is not a simple story of failure, nor is it merely a story of rebellion. It is the story of a gifted man who helped shape modern Catholic Igbo worship, yet also became one of the most controversial figures in its history. His life forces difficult questions. What happens when great expectations meet human weakness? Can the man leave the priesthood, yet still leave behind a sacred legacy? And how should the Church remember those who fall after contributing so much? Perhaps the answer lies in humility, because as Scripture says, let him who thinks he stands take heed lest he fall. Whatever history may ultimately say about Eze Dr. Bede Onuoha, one thing is certain: Igbo Catholic history cannot be told without mentioning his name.